Either you run the day or the day runs you. Jim Ron.
Those of you who already follow the channel know that I'm a big believer in lifestyle changes for improving your goaltending. Obviously, the on-ice aspect is number one for improving your goaltending. You need to get on the ice, you need to improve your technique, but I'm fascinated by the changes that we can make by implementing certain lifestyle habits. Sleep, nutrition, the sun, movement, breathing. All of these things can have such a huge impact on how we play on the ice and on our overall life in general. For the most part, they're free. Anyone can implement these changes. It doesn't cost anything and you can do it no matter who you are. So in this video, I'm going to show you an optimal routine that anyone can implement no matter your age, your skill level, your experience playing hockey. And if you do this, I really think that this will improve your goaltending and make you feel better on a daily basis. So first of all, when you wake up, don't check your phone. Try to immediately get outside first thing. Get some sun. Even better if you can go for a walk, get some movement going. I would really recommend doing that. Avoid screens, get outside no matter how sunny it is. Even if it's cloudy, there will be benefits from being outside. Then you want to have breakfast. Now, I'm not a nutritionist and I can't give you nutrition advice, but I think you already know what a good breakfast would look like. Try to have something that gives you energy for the day ahead. And if you have coffee, you should probably cycle it, so not have it every day. Ideally, you want to have your day planned out the night before. So maybe you have school, maybe you have work. You can't dedicate the whole day to improving your goaltending. But what you can do is plan around the other activities that you have to do that day in a way that you can spend dedicated time on improving your goaltending. Whether that's an on-ice session like a practice or working with a goalie coach, whether it's going to the gym, or maybe it's just watching footage of other goalies, studying tape and learning and improving that way. As for what time of the day to train, that really depends on you and your schedule. If you're on a hockey team, you have a practice probably at a designated time that you can't control. But if you're going to the gym, you can maybe choose the time. Depends on when you feel strongest, when you want to work out. Some people like to go early in the morning, some people like to go around lunchtime, and some people like to work out later in the day. I've seen different people say different things. There are different benefits to working out around like 4 p.m. later in the day or early in the morning. Choose what works for you. Choose what you can fit into your schedule. You want to make sure that throughout the day you're eating enough and drinking enough water. You're fueling yourself for your practices or your workouts or whatever you're doing that day. Make sure that you plan your meals. You know when you're going to eat. You have food ready for you, with you, and same thing with water. You don't want to be dehydrated throughout the day. This is pretty simple stuff. I can't get into the details on it, but just make sure that you're thinking about when you eat and when you drink. If you need to nap during the day and you have the time, the earlier in the day, the better. The later you nap, the more that will interfere with your sleep at night. One thing I definitely recommend is getting outside during the day, even if it's only for 5 minutes. It's really important that we're not just stuck inside. We're seeing the sun, we're getting out there, we're getting fresh air. You don't want to do too much. Of course, you don't want to get sunburned on a really hot day in the summer, for example. It's nice to get that time outside. It's good for us. This will also help you sleep better. I did a post recently on Instagram about circadian rhythm and how the sun affects our sleep and wake cycle. It's important that you're outside and getting enough sun exposure throughout the day to help you sleep better at night. Towards the evening, you want to follow a strict routine to help you get tired, to help you fall asleep and sleep well that night. So once again, if you're going outside in the morning, in the afternoon, around lunchtime, and again around sunset, I'd say that's pretty optimal. You don't need to be outside all day, but it's nice to get exposure to the sun at those times. That will help your circadian rhythm. That will help you sleep better at night. And I think that's really important. If you take anything from this video, it should be the importance of understanding your circadian rhythm and planning your day around it. You also may want to limit caffeine in the afternoon. Caffeine affects people differently. Some people will have trouble sleeping if they have coffee too late in the day or even any coffee at all. You can experiment and have less coffee and see how that affects your sleep. As it gets dark outside, limit your screen time for better sleep. In an ideal world for sleep optimization, we would have no lights at all and start to feel tired when the sun goes down. If you've ever been camping, you know how well you sleep when you're in nature. That's not realistic for most of us, but we can work around this by limiting device usage at night. Nighttime routines are super important to help us sleep better and prepare for the day ahead. I try to not eat too close to bedtime. I think you'll find that you sleep better because your body's not digesting while you're trying to sleep. You might also like to do calming activities at night. So reading a book, avoiding screens, drinking chamomile tea, meditating, whatever it is, you can try these different things. Experiment with them, see what works best for you. And I bet you'll find a benefit from trying to do non-stimulating activities before bedtime, you'll sleep better and you'll recover better. One other tip I have here is if you're feeling overwhelmed by things that you have to do, you're stressed, you have a lot of things on your mind, it can help to write them down. That gets these things that you're thinking about out of your head and onto paper, and that will help you sleep better, it will help you relax. And I want you to remember that sleep is the foundation of this whole routine. It is so important and is a cornerstone of a healthy lifestyle. I'm not gonna go into all the benefits of sleep hygiene and different things that you can do here, but I recommend you do some research on things that can help you sleep better. Now, a couple important points to this video. First of all, of course, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I am simply sharing with you things that I have read, things that I have researched and tried for myself. What I really want to do with this video is encourage you to do the research yourself, understand these things, try out what works for you. Second of all, we all know somebody who thrives in sports and in life with terrible lifestyle habits. You can see this in professional sports too. A lot of people don't have really healthy lifestyle habits. They might eat a lot of fast food or not sleep. You are, of course, free to do what you want, but if you're interested in getting better, I think it's worth spending the time. If you spend the time to build a lifestyle full of healthy habits, I think you'll really notice an improvement in your goaltending and how you feel on a daily basis in your life in general. Whether it's what I mentioned in this video or things you discovered through your own research, you'll be building a great foundation to help become the best goalie that you can be. If you like these kinds of videos, please subscribe to the channel because I'll be putting out more of these going forward. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.